Hello again, I am Blunty. You're currently looking at me through a Panasonic Lumix G7 hooked up to a Camlink, hooked up to my computer, hooked up to OBS. This is the camera setup I've been using recently for my streams and stuff because it is a proper, real camera, so it's very crisp, very clean, works very well on no light. Here, let me turn my studio lights off. You can see very little grain being appropriated there, but Razer have a new web camera. They call it... Guess which one it is? They call it the Kiyo. So what you're looking at here, that's the Razer right there. This one right here is the Logitech C920, which is kind of the default web camera that most people use when they're streaming, when they're looking for a decent web camera. Now, for obvious reasons, I don't recommend using a web camera anymore because the Camlink exists, and it looks like this, versus the web cameras, which look like this. But the Camlink there is not exactly the most affordable solution. I mean, the Camlink device itself, very, very affordable. But then you need a camera to actually plug into the Camlink. If you already have some cameras like I did, sitting spare, then it's no problem, no extra cost. But if you don't, and you're looking for that sort of top-end quality for your web camera, for your streams and stuff, it's a much more expensive proposition than the web cameras are. And that's where the web cameras come in. Also, the web camera is much easier to travel with rather than the, big camera, big lens, Camlink, all the cables that go with it. A web camera, much more simple, can slide into any small pocket inside your travel bag or whatnot. Just one USB cable, plug right in. So, simple solution, but not as good anymore. So, as you can see for yourself here, the Razer Kiyo, they stamp on their box for this and their new microphone, which I'll also be talking about in the video. I might have done that first, might have done it after this. I don't know. I'm recording with it now. Anyway, they stamp on the boxes, streamer approved. I'm not exactly sure which streamers approved this webcam versus the more common webcam that streamers actually use, but I would not have approved it. Look at it. It's so soft. And this is running at 720, 60 frames. That is one area where it does benefit, though. You can see the motion here. Let me turn off the lights and exaggerate it. See, look at that. The Logitech get very, 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 very blurry. And the Kiyo, I keep calling it the Kylo because Star Wars, the Kiyo, much better in that respect, but much worse image. That might not be a problem for you because, of course, the web camera in streams is usually in the little bottom corner or something. It's very rarely full face cam unless you're one of those IRL streamers or makeup streamers or craft streamers or something like that. But the Razer also has a nifty little trick that the Logitech can't do. It has a ring around it, a light around it, an adjustable light around it. So let me turn off my studio lights again and come back to here. So if I give this little ring a twist, there is actually a ring light all the way around the web camera, which is a really, really good idea because a lot of people, when they're starting out with their streams, don't have big studio lights. They're relying on desk lamps or small lights and things like that. So just having a light built into the camera, a little ring light, and it's very, very soft and even. They've actually done a really good job on the light. But the web camera quality itself, not so much. I mean, I love that it has autofocus, although I don't have the autofocus turned on at the moment because the autofocus doesn't work properly. Let me go ahead and turn the autofocus on for you. Let me just go down here, open up the Razer, configure video. Okay, so now I've turned the autofocus on the Razer, and as you can see, it's the Logitech. If I do this, you can see also the Razer is much, much better at adjusting to the light levels as well. The exposure change, the Razer is much, much, much better than that, than the Logitech is, but autofocus, not so much. So the Logitech focuses sort of somewhere around there. You can see a little depth of field is a little bit better on the Kylo than it is on the Logitech. But if I do this, the Logitech snaps into focus real quick. The Razer doesn't ever snap back into focus. I've tried for about 40 minutes to figure out why the hell the autofocus wouldn't work. It doesn't matter what the lighting is. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter how close I am or far away I am, what's in the background, nothing. I just can't get the autofocus on the Razer camera to behave itself. So I'm going to have to go back into the properties here and manually focus using a slider. Where are we? Right about there is my sharpest focus. What looks like things on my eyes there. We'll apply that. We'll click OK. So, bottom line is the Razer Kiyo web camera, streamer approved. I would love to know which streamers approved this. I would love to have their names and go into their streams and see what they're actually using, because I guarantee it won't be this if they're any kind of big streamer who cares about the content of the quality. If you do care about the content of the quality, you'll be using a Elgato Camlink, as far as I'm concerned, because this versus this versus this is the full frame of the Kylo there. This is the full frame of the Logitech there, just so you can sort of get a feel for that. The field of view is around about identical, basically. They're both positioned on top of my monitor here. But again, just, I mean, look, just, what would you rather stare at for a stream? I just... See, I like Razer gear. My mouse is a Razer, my keyboard is a Razer, the microphone that I usually use to record almost all of my voiceover stuff, that's a Razer, the Siren Pro. You're hearing me on the Siren X at the moment, which I haven't done full tests on, but I expect to be quite good as well. But this web camera? Sorry, Razer. It's not good enough. Not streamer approved by this streamer. I don't know, man. I don't know. If I needed a web camera to travel with, maybe I would take this with me if I was just doing travel gaming streams where the web camera wouldn't be full screen. The light on it is just very, very cool for that. That's the only real benefit, that I wouldn't have to travel with separate lights or work on trying to get lights in the environment or hotel room or wherever I'm streaming from or whatnot. But yeah, version 2 of the Kylo Ren camera, the Kiyo camera, you gotta do something about the clarity. You gotta do something about this lens focusing, the sharpness of it. It's just not streamer approved by me. So thanks for watching. I am Blunty. We'll catch you next time, and yeah, can't give the thumbs up to this one. Cannot do it.